Thank you very much. And it comes firstly.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the think tank today. Now I hand my time over to the SAPA representatives.
Thank you, Brian. Good afternoon, everyone. I'd just like to welcome you all to our think. It came to our attention that people loved the AI presenter that we had there, and Mr. Mabodoko has availed himself to do a think tank to our SAPA schools. It's going to be a very interactive. You're going to be wowed by Mr. Mabodoko. He is currently writing a book and busy completing his PhD. So, Mr. Mabodoko, we're currently at CTLI. So you might not be a stranger to some of you. So I welcome you to this think tank, and thank you once again for availing yourself. So we're looking forward to hearing from you and your AI platforms that you're using, and just see how we can light lighten the admin load, assist us with regarding to data analysis. So welcome, Mr. Mabodoko, and I hand over to you, sir.
Good. Can you hear me? Okay, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mkhumbuzi Mabodoko. I'm based here at the CTLI. I'm going to present to you about the AI platforms that I'm using. What I'm going to do today, I will quickly go through. I'll quickly go through my presentation so that at the end I can actually show you something practical. We can do a practical so that you can see how I use different AI platforms. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to share my screen so that I can show my presentation. I'm not going to put it on the presentation mode. I'm just going to share it as in the screen so that we can discuss, and then we are going to have a short practical. I would like to have somebody also who will be looking out for hands if there are raised hands, so that we can answer the questions for anyone who has got a question. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to ask if you are able to see my screen. Okay. Are you able to see my screen?
Not yet, sir.
Okay, let's just give it a few seconds. Sometimes it has got a delay. Is it showing?
No, we can just still see your camera feed, sir.
Let me see what I need to do. Let me just stop my camera feed and then share my screen. Are you able now to see my screen?
No, I can't see it, sir. It's just showing.
Okay, now let me just try again. I've just switched off the camera. Now is it showing?
Not. Yes, there we go. We can see it on your other screen now. Try and make it full screen.
It's actually full screen with me here.
Well, then maybe what it's doing, sir, is it's because I can see your slide and then I can see all the slides. If you put, is it in presenter mode?
Okay, I'll put it in presenter mode.
We can see your slides. So we can see your screen in PowerPoint, sir.
Let's see, isn't it?
There we
From
go.
me, I'm put it on presenter mode.
There we go, so we can see it.
Okay. It takes time to show that side. Okay, thank you very much. I'm going to quickly go through this my presentation so that we can actually have a more interactive session today. As part of our Edulis Research Support Unit, we train teachers on AI platforms that allow document and picture uploads. I'm going to show you how I do the document and picture uploads to create teaching materials and lesson plans. And we also help with the creation of interactive quizzes and how to change your presentation to videos. And writing of proposals for those of you who are starting. The main theme that goes through when I'm doing the training for AI is the ethical use of AI by educators. We encourage educators to use AI ethically, and we encourage each and every school to have an AI policy with a clear purpose. In the book that I have written, the book is going to be released by the printers next week. I'm hopeful by Friday next week it will be ready, and it has got a chapter where it shows how you can create a policy for the school and what should be in the policy, and so on. And my training is always guided by the UNESCO's AI competency framework for educators. You see, the framework for educators, it says there, we need to equip educators to integrate AI learning into the curricula. So we need to integrate AI into the curricula. AI must not take over the teacher. It can never take over the teacher, but we need to use it to make our work easier. And always when we're using AI, we should always keep our human-centered mindset. And the big thing again, the ethics. So I'm not going to go through everything there. This is the framework I use, and you will see in the practical applications. This is my own framework that I designed myself. Like you heard, my first name is Mkhumbuzi, and people used to call me Mbuzi, which means a goat in the Nguni languages. So I used the Mbuzi framework now to teach AI, about teachers about AI. You see, M stands for multimodal integration, B stands for blended learning orchestration, U stands for user-centered adaptation. We need to adapt the way we get things that we get from the AI. We need to adapt to our actual needs. And we also need zigzag scaffolding. We also need to move between our AI-supported and independent learning. And we do that in a structured way. And we must have interactive feedback. We incorporate AI feedback loops into the learning process. And now, these are the AI systems, some of the AI systems that I use. I will describe them in brief, and then at the end, I'm going to show a few of them, how they work. I'll start off with consensus. Consensus, I use it for looking for resources. I use consensus for looking for my resources. Like if I'm looking for articles I'm writing, I use consensus to look for those articles. And there is Claude. I use Claude. I've actually used Claude to analyze exam papers. And last year I used Claude, which managed to predict 90% of the physical sciences paper that was written for metric. I use Perplexity and Claude for even lesson plans. I put in my ATPs in these, and I can actually look for, create lesson plans from the ATPs. PETAL, which stands for Professors et al. I use it for academic writing together with Mendeley. which I use to do the citations, together with elicit, where I can put in my research questions, and it goes and looks for all the articles that fit my research questions, and then it comes in and gives me a PDF report. Risk teaching, a Chrome extension. It's a very useful Chrome extension. I will show you also how, because this is one of the teachers' favorite. Many teachers love Brisk because it has got so many tools. You can lower the reading levels. You can lower the reading levels. You can create lesson plans. You can even change YouTube videos into PowerPoints. You can change PDFs into PowerPoints. You can change pictures into PowerPoints. You can change a Word document into PowerPoint. Brisk has got more than 30 tools. Very, very powerful tool. Then we've got PDF Gear. For my PDFs, I use PDF Gear, and I love PDF. I love PDF. I use it for most of my things because it's a very much user-friendly tool. But to edit a PDF using a lab PDF, it's a premium tool, so you can't do it for free. So that's where now I use to edit my PDFs with PDF Gear. So PDF Gear allows you to actually edit a PDF without changing it into Word. So you can edit a PDF without changing it into Word. NaraKit, I use it to change my PowerPoint into videos. You can change your PowerPoints into videos by using NaraKit. Diffie, I use it to create my own AI systems. I do coding and create my own AI systems that I use for a number of things. And Julius, very good for data analysis. Very good for data analysis. And I've also added a few DeepSeek, Kimi, and Volca. DeepSeek and Kimi are Chinese models. And Kimi has been exceeding all other tools currently. I will also demonstrate what Kimi can do. It has got a real-time access to the internet. It has got real-time access to the internet. We have got Volca, which is an Indian one. One thing I like about Volca is because it's Indian one, and the Indian society very much closer to our African societies in terms of their standards and so on. So you'll find that their living standards, you find that this one is much more relevant. I find it much more relevant to the South African context, because with India, with so many languages, so many cultures and all that, and with quite a lot of poverty also, just like the South African society. So Volca AI is also very good at making in pictures. So basically, these are the AI systems that I use. I can say some of the AI systems that I use. In the next slide, I'm going to just pass these. These are some of the AI systems that I use. If you get my book, you will find each AI system has got a chapter in the book, and I show you how you can use this AI system. This is my notable achievements from last year, where I was invited by the TTG to present in the board planning. So I was a presenter in there. It's a notable achievement for me. And now I'm just going to quickly go through these that are in some of these. I'm taking them from my book, just to show you what can be done with AI. And then towards the end, I'm just going to show you a practical example so that teachers can actually do this for their learners. So my book title is called From Paperclips to Pedagogy: Unlocking Online Tools and the Power of AI in Your Classroom. So we are going to unlock AI tools together with the online tools so that we can actually transform our teaching in the classes. So this is the cover of the book, and it's now read. All the South African Library, National Library, has actually given me an ISBN, and the book is with the printers as we speak. Now, the main message in the book, it says, forget the one perfect AI tool myth. There is no one perfect AI tool myth. We actually need to unlock the power of AI super combos where we can combine them for maximum impact. We combine AIs for maximum impact because right now there is no one size fits all system, but we can actually combine these systems. This is to show you how I uploaded the whole Mind the Gap book. You can see the whole Mind the Gap book. I uploaded it into Petal and asked it to create a lesson plan to teach momentum. Here, it gave me the lesson plan, and then I copied it and pasted it into Word. There is the lesson plan, which I created in seconds. In this example here, you will see that this story is a page that I took out. Oh, can I just go back to the previous one? This story, I took it from the DPE books, grade 6 books. I wanted that story only. I didn't want the whole book. So what did I do? I took this book and put it into I Love PDF. In the I Love PDF, I used the split a PDF tool. What is the split a PDF tool? So now I split it according to, I said I wanted a certain page. I think this page was page 16 or something. So I said page 16 to page 16. And then split, it gave me this one page. And then what did I do? I went to the internet, looked for Bloom's taxonomy verbs that actually align with the caps. I found the Bloom's taxonomy verbs. I put them on the Word, onto the Word, and saved it as a PDF. Now what I did, I used I Love PDF to merge these two. Now I uploaded them into Petal. And what did I do? Here is my sample of a prompt. I always say the power is in the prompting. I say to it, create 10 comprehension questions based on the attached story for 10-year-old learners, 4 questions based on knowledge, 2 questions on comprehension, 1 question on application. Now look at what it did. It created the comprehension together with the memo. So I can now do my 60-40. Remember, the AI must do 60%, and you still have to do the 40%. Please don't let the AI do 100%. It is a tool to help you with the ideas. So you must also do your own part with the AI. Now, here is the systemic result. Now, not everyone is mathematically minded. But I wanted to show that even if you are not mathematical minded, you can actually analyze for results. What you need to do is, I asked, you can see, I said, I want to analyze it. What possible questions can I ask to get insights? So I asked this AI to create questions for me that I can ask. Now, let us see what questions did it create. It created for me 6 questions. And I took question 5 just to try it. And remember, I said 60-40. The AI had created this for me. So I copied question 5 and pasted it into the question there on the AI. And then I added that it must also give me intervention strategies. Now look at what it did. It gave me the results. It analyzed that. But look at the intervention strategies. They are too basic. They are not detailed. Now remember, in the Mbuzi, I said we must have interactive feedback. So what did I do? I then said to the AI, create for me a 4-week intervention strategy for mathematics. And then after that, I said, create for me a 4-week intervention strategy for English. Now look at what it gave me here. Here is the 4-week intervention strategy. You can see week 1, which was coming from there. It tells me what should I do on day 1, what should I do on day 2, what should I do on day 3, what should I do on day 4, day 5, day 6, and so on. Sorry, day 5, and then it goes to week 2, day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. So it's giving me an intervention strategy. Here is also another analysis of the results. It analyzes per class and which class is weaker and which class is stronger. Now I'm analyzing the spreadsheet. You can see what I've done. Even in the systemic results, you saw that I did a cutout to remove some identifiers. I also did the same thing here. I cut out the names of the learners. I didn't want the names of the learners going in there. So now I wanted to analyze the results. I analyzed the results for term 1. For term 1, weighted total. Now let us see what I did here. I uploaded it into Cloud, and then I just told it to analyze the results for term 1 total, explain the achievement in terms of descriptive statistics, because I wanted this descriptive statistic. So I wanted all this to tell me what it's all about, but then I asked it for each one to explain what it means in terms of the results. Because just in case somebody does not understand the descriptive statistics, don't worry, it will explain what it means. And I asked it, what are the implications for the teachers? Now, and I also said it must include any other patterns that it will see. And look at what it did. It gave me what the mode, and it tells me what it means. What is the medium? It tells me what it means, and so on. And you see, it continues giving me details about my results and what are the implications for teachers, because I also asked it. Now, here, I'm going to do what is called the moderation. I am moderating these physical sciences papers. These physical sciences papers that I'm moderating are included the control test and the memo. And I'm telling it that I want to moderate the control test, but I need to analyze each question and sub-question according to the Bloom's taxonomy. You can see the Bloom spelled wrong there, but it doesn't matter. This is artificial intelligence. It will see that. And analysis is spelled wrong there. So I wanted also to look at the memo and the mark allocations as compared to the course testing paper. and it must give me suggestions. And look at what it did. It analyzed each question. What was the content of each question? It analyzed what was the level of each question. What are the keywords for each question? It did all the questions, these 8 questions, it did all the questions. It gave me the mark per question, and it also took me the type of question that it was. And at the end also, it gave me what is expected at CAPS and what the paper had and what are the variants in there. And then it went on to explain to me how to balance the paper, where to take out marks and where to add marks, and so on. So it's also a very powerful tool for moderation. In here, diagnostic reports. Diagnostic reports are not user-friendly. They are not user-friendly. You find that you have got a diagnostic report coming in every year with all the subjects in there. You have to page through and look for your subject and look. And so what I did, I took a diagnostic report for 2014. I put it into I Love PDF. I split it out into only the physics. I split out the physics 2014. I took in the 2015, split out the physics 2015. Took out the 2016, split out the physics 2016, until I had diagnostic reports for physics from 2014 to 2022. This one I did in 2022. And then what did I do? I merged them together. All the physics diagnostic reports from 2014 to 2022, I merged them together. And then now I started my analysis. Now look at this. I asked it, what errors are made in electrostatics, Coulomb's law, and electric fields? Can you see it gave me the error, confusion between Coulomb's law and Newton's law? Page 9, page 40, page 107, page 144. So this actually means that it's 4 different years where the learners have been doing this. Why hasn't it not been addressed? Maybe it's because these diagnostic reports are not user-friendly, because you get one every year, and to actually look at the patterns across, it's very difficult. So I did this for all the papers, physical sciences. I also did it for life sciences. I also did it for English first additional language. I also did it for mathematics, paper 1, paper 2, paper 3. So I all did the analysis. This one, you can see what I did here. You can see this is a 2015 paper, that is a 2014 paper. So this paper, it contains question 4 from 2014 to 2023. So it questions, you see, the same topic. What I did was I split out exam papers into questions, and then I made the same type of questions from 2014 to 2023 and asked for patterns. And this is what I use to actually predict what is going to come in the paper. So you can see this is what it showed me from the papers, the keywords and the question number that it was done, the type of questions that are mostly asked, like in boiling points, what type of questions, when intermolecular forces, in structures, and so on. So it gives you the structure of how the paper looks like. Here I downloaded the English first additional language paper 2023. I uploaded it into Perplexity. You can see I said to Perplexity, set a similar examination paper with similar mark allocation and questioning style. And what did it do? It created an English paper for me. Now I need to do what? Now I would need to edit it. Because remember, 60-40. Okay, this is results analysis. I've already covered results analysis. I will skip this. Okay, here I wanted to a national language paper, copied the question from the question paper, and what did I do? I pasted that question, I got the answer, and I compared it to the memo. The idea was 100% to the memo. Now, for the SMTs and the principals, the deputy principals, the HOTs, and so on, will your school policies, are they going to be able to stand in a court of law if a parent takes you to court? Now, look at this. I downloaded an admission policy from one of the schools here in Cape Town. I downloaded the National Education Policy Act and the South African Schools Act. And I asked law to give me, to suggest ways that we can make our school admission policy to comply with the national policy. So now look at what it did. It gave me quite a long thing. It was about, I think, something like 7 pages. And now it tells me the current status. If you look at this, 3.1 is not as comprehensive as the national policy. The language policy in 3.4 is brief and doesn't fully align with the national requirements. And what does it do? It tells me 3.1, we must include all protected grounds. Age, sexual orientation, HIV status, immigration. It tells me this in this in section 3.4 Constitution. And you see, so what did I do after this? I just told it to retype the school policy and put in those recommendations. And it retyped the school policy and put in the recommendations. Here I'm doing lesson plans. I used a love PDF. I split it out to the questions that I wanted, to the pages that I wanted, and I'm telling it to create 5 lesson plans, and I'm telling it what I need in each lesson plan, and it creates the lesson plan. And if you look at it, I asked it to even get a rhyme for the lesson plan. It gave me the rhyme for the lesson plan. There is the rhyme for the lesson plan, and then this is lesson plan 2, and so on and so forth. So you can tell it what you want. And this one I drew using Julius. Okay, so now I'm going to end the sharing. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go into a practical session. Maybe before we get into the practical session, are there any questions so far? Before we go into the practical sessions, is there anyone with
Yes. We've had one
questions?
question so far, sir. They just want to know where they can potentially get your book. Linda Kirsten asked, where can they get your book?
The book will be ready by next week. I will share my email address. They can contact me. It will be 200 per copy, which is about 160 pages. It covers first chapters. It covers it covers what can I say about AI in education, the ethics, and then how to prompt. It gives examples of prompts, and then now after that, each tool that I mentioned there has got its own chapter to show you, and it has got examples. What I actually do there, I use my screenshots to show what to do. So it's actually more of a practical guide. It's not like a textbook. It's not like a theoretical book. It's a practical guide. I give you screenshots on what to do, and I give you step by step how to do it. I also look at how different subjects can use it. If you are teaching history, how you can apply each tool. So each chapter has got its own tool, but at the end also, I've got a chapter where I'm looking at quite a number of other tools that I did not put in, where I'll put them into a table and look at what it can be used, what are its advantages and what are its disadvantages. So all in all, I'm looking at about 30 chapters in there. All in all, I'm looking at about 30 chapters. Okay, 30 tools, sorry, AI tools. Any other question, or have I answered the question to the person who asked?
We've got two more questions here, sir, quickly. One is that Mikhail Holzhausen writes, as a business teacher, I'm using OpenAI a lot, but it struggles to ask the questions based on such a large body of content, and the questions are not asked in a correct manner. Which tool could you recommend for content-based subjects like business?
Thank you that you raised it for the business. You know, the business, these SCPs, I think it's Mr. Blanchard, is it? Or Malcolm Lister. He once called me into, I think they had a workshop there with novice teachers. I showed them, I actually downloaded business studies question papers from, I think it was paper one from 2020 to 2024. I split it into those sections, you know, section A and section B. I made all section A's together. I made all section B's together. I put the section A's in there and asked for the analysis of the type of questions that are being asked. It gave me the analysis of the type of questions that are being asked. And I actually asked it to create a question paper based on what I had put in. It get that. So that's why you find that in my tools that I'm using, I encourage the tools where you can upload documents like Perplexity, like Cloud, like DeepSeek, like Kimi. You upload your documents and chat to your documents. That is the safest way, because if you don't chat to your documents, it goes all over the world and gets things that are not CAPS oriented. So you find that that's why I would prefer to use these tools, because I put in my documents, I chat to my documents. I've actually written a CAPS oriented physical sciences book using code and exam guidelines and past papers. It has given me, and I actually even tell it there that if you are writing the definitions, write them verbatim. Do not change them from what they are in the exam guidelines, and it follows that. It's one of the things that I'm going to demonstrate today. You will see what I do. Thank you.
Okay, so we'll have a look here. We have just two more. Mike, this is from Zeni Zole Jonas. My question, sir, is can we use AI for moderation as well in foundation phase as well, since marking differs because the spelling of children must not be 100% correct as other phases?
You see, the main thing with the AI, I always say to people, the power is in the prompting. Once you get my book, you will get to understand that. The power is in the prompting. You must tell it, like, for example, what they are saying that in foundation phase, this is that, this is that. Tell it that, write it into the AI tool to say, I want it to be done like this and that and that. So the power is in the prompting. Tell it, whatever you think is in your mind there, put it in there. Tell it, it will do what you want. So the power is in the prompting. The power is not in the AI system itself. The power is how you prompt. That is why I'm talking about that Mkhumbuzi framework that I created, which tells you that you have the power. Please, the power is in your prompting. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Any more questions?
We've got two more. We've got from Mrs. L. Bauer. She writes, how do we reference and use AI in policies, reports, letters, emails?
You see, like what we do, like what the universities are doing now. In the universities, if you use AI, they want to see what prompt you put in, and they want to see what you did to the outcome. That's why I was saying here, 60-80. You must, sorry, 60-40. You must also still add something to the AI. So at the university, to tell them which AI system you used, what prompt did you put in, what did come out, and what did you do to what came out to actually make it your own. So this is what I would also encourage people to do throughout. And if you look at, I'll show you how we also use Kimi. Kimi does give you nice references. It gives also nice references to where it has taken the information because it has got real-time access to the internet.
Okay, our last one before we carry on, sir, is please share. Oh no, that's one for me. I've shared the attendance register. Please, if you'd like the contact information on that, please make sure you sign the attendance register so we know where to send everything. Last question is, which AI tools would you prioritize getting the paid version of? Budgets need to go far.
To tell the truth, I'm not using any paid version. You know, let me give you, like, for example, look at Claude. Claude gives you the premium version, but with limited questions, not too limited, enough for me to do. I could analyze a whole question paper with maybe uploading up to 10 or 20 and asking up to 40 questions. And then it tells me no more questions until 6 p.m. I wait for that because it gives me the premium version. It's not like ChatGPT, which has got a free version, which is not so good, especially even in terms of its language, how it writes the language. And then they've got a premium that is good. But for me, with Claude, with Perplexity, I'm good with using the free versions. And they're good because I get the premium version for free. All I have to do is to know how to use it in a day. Remember, it gives you the limitations, not forever. Maybe like Claude will limit you after you have used certain things. It will limit you maybe for 2 hours, and then you can go back and start afresh and so on. Perplexity, you can put your document. It doesn't matter, no matter how big the document is. You can chat with that document. Even 1,000 questions, it won't limit you. You see, but it will limit on the number of documents you will upload per day. You see, so paid versions, I think there will be, it all depends on the person and what your needs are. But for me, I'm using these free ones and I'm using them very effectively such that I managed to write a physics book effectively using an AI free one. Thank you.
Great, thank you so much, sir. We have no questions for now. So I see we've got about 15 minutes left. So let's jump into your practical example, sir.
Okay, what I'm going to do now, I am going to use Claude. Are you still seeing my screen?
Yes, we can, sir.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, let me show you what I have here. Now, look at this question here. I'm going to open this PDF to show you these are matched question papers. I used a lab PDF to match them. You can see these are question papers that are matched. And you can see from 2014, that is question 3, 2014, you have got 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017. You can see all these until 2024. This one goes until 2024. That's what I have in that folder. Let us see what else I have in that folder. These are the notes that I normally use let me show you. And this is a picture of which I took a snipping tool from the exam guideline. I want to show you something then. Let me see. You see, these are my notes from long time ago. They have now been overtaken with time. I want to improve them. These are my notes. I want to improve them. And What else I'm looking at? I'm looking for my picture. My laptop is misbehaving here. Can you see? This picture is from the exam guidelines. These pictures, it gives me the definitions and so on. I took it as a snipping tool. Now I want you to see something. Can you see here? I've already prepared a prompt. I said, write notes for me based on the attached documents and images. Align the notes with the attached examination questions. Include headings like basic definitions. Keep definitions word to word as they are given in the documents and retype them in a table format as attached. I want key concepts. I want common exam questions and types based on these papers attached. I want the skills required, and I ask it anything. So let me put in this. I'll copy this prompt. It's what I'm going to use. I'm copying this prompt. It's what I'm going to use now in my AI. See, I'm going to attach a file. I'm going to attach all those files that I put in there. Let me just look at those files. They were there. You see, I'm going to attach the question papers that were matched. I'm going to attach my notes. I'm going to attach the picture. I say open. You will see them being attached there. See, they're attaching at the bottom there. You see, they're attaching at the bottom. So now what I want to do, I put in my prompt. I put in my prompt. There is my prompt. I'm using Claude. Look at this. There. Can you see the definitions coming out as they are? Writing this. See the exam type of questions and the years coming out based on the papers that I've put in. So like the teacher who asked about business studies, put your business studies documents in there and you will see. Can you see this? I can now copy and put this into Word. I can copy and put this into Word. It has written for me all this. So can you see, it could read a picture, it could read a PDF, it could read a Word document. Is that making sense? Again, and another one that I would like to show is called brisk teaching. Let me see if sometimes it gives me problems there. While we are waiting for brisk teaching, I think I will also go quickly to download an ATP. Let me just download a business studies ATP. Okay, there is the business studies ATP. I'm going to download this. Remember, Claude and Petal, sorry, Claude and Perplexity, they work the similar way. They work a very much similar way. Okay, here is my business studies ATP. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to start another chart now. I'm going to start another chart. I'm going to add that ATP. I want to attach that ATP. I think my internet is slow here. I will attach that ATP now. There is the ATP for business studies. Let me attach it. There it is attaching. I want to show you a prompt. Here is a prompt. I say, create 12 lesson plans for week 1 to week 3 of term 3. 4 lesson plans per week. Each lesson plan must have 3 objectives. See, I'm telling it, and I'm even telling it that, let me correct that. This lesson plan is for a class in South Africa with few resources and many learners are second language speakers. And I say provide differentiation strategies for each lesson. So what I do, let me copy my prompt. Let me copy my prompt there. And I'm going to attach it here. Let me ask it. Okay, it's having a thinking on it. Can you see? There is my lesson plan with teacher and learner activities. Differentiation strategies. See, lesson plan 2, it's giving in my lesson plans. Do you have any questions?
I don't think there's no questions in the chat, sir.
Okay.
Is there anyone who wants to type a question out quickly? We've got about 5 minutes left. Or maybe there's a teacher who wants to maybe put their hand up.
Okay, you can see these are the lesson plans that it has created. In the 5 minutes, do you think we can be able to show you? There is a tool I want to show people here. Let me remove it so that I can just show how they can put it, how they can put in. It's called Brisk Teaching. It's free forever. It has got more than 30 tools. It has got more than 30 tools in it. Okay, let me, can you see this B here? It is what is called for brisk teaching. Now what I'm going to do, I am going to upload a document. I'm going to upload a PDF. I'm going to quickly upload a PDF into Brisk. Let me look for my PDF that I'm going to use. I'm going to show you Luckily, let me take this. I downloaded it from the internet. I will show you what it looks like. Whilst Brisk is loading it, this is the book. This is the PDF I'm uploading in there. This is the PDF I'm uploading. Is this one. I want you to see what it's all about so that I can show you what Brisk can do quickly. Okay. This is a document on factors of production, which I uploaded there. So I want you to see now what I'm going to do with Brisk. See, Brisk has got Create. It has got so many tools. You can change even the reading level for language teachers. If your grade 10 learners are struggling to read, lower the reading level to grade 8. You can do that. So in here, I'm going to create something from that file. You see, I want to create a PowerPoint based on that file. I want to create it for grade 10, and I want 20 slides. Next, I'm going to say Brisk it. I'm going to say Brisk it, and then you will see what it will do. You see, it's opening a presentation. Please, you can invite me to your schools for training. I've got so many tools that we can do here. We had limited time, but you can see now what it's doing. It's changing that PDF into, you see, there is the PowerPoint being created. Can you see that? Nice PowerPoint being created. I can even change it into multiple choice questions, like a quiz. The same PDF. You see, it's giving me all these, the factors of production, everything there, all that. If I go back to the file and open this B, now what I want to ignore this, it will always want you to buy, but it is free forever. What you do now, I create on the same file. I want to create a quiz. My internet is slow. Please bear with me. I'll not take more than 2 minutes now. You see, I want a quiz, and a quiz 10 grade. And next, I want 10 questions. Next, I want it as a doc. You can even make it as a Google form if you want to make a quiz in the Google form. I want it as a doc, and then I will say Brisk it. You will see what it will do. It will open a doc. You will see what it will do. It will create a quiz based on that document that I put in. These people, all this is there in the book. My book shows all these tools, and it's a practical guide like I'm showing here. Let just this show, and then it will be, can you see? There is the quiz taking exactly from that document that I put in and creating the quiz. You will see it putting in the options there. My internet is quite slow. I don't know what happened to it. You can see now. See how it is doing. Then it will give you the memo. Thank you very much for having me. Thank you very much for listening to me for an hour, or now it's more than an hour. Thank you. I think we would end there. But let's hope this is not going to be the last time we are going to meet. Let's hope we are going to meet again with this AI journey, because there is a lot that is going on. I'm actually writing the second book because I couldn't fit everything into one book. Thank you very much.
Mr. Mabodoko, before we end up closing, there's just 3 questions we have before we turn it back over to the SAPA team. Are there any apps in AI that can be used with Excel sheets, adding formulas, etc.?
They must try Julius. But you see, with Julius, the free version, the Excel sheet must not have, so it must not be like a book with so many sheets inside, with so many, it must just be that single one sheet there. And that is there. But if you want to work with something that is a book and so on of the Excel, then you have to have a paid version of Julius. But Julius is excellent working with Excel.
Okay, thank you. Second last one. Can we do isiXhosa question papers with the tools, or they only work with English language?
Let me just try something here. They can do isiXhosa. I will just say, let me just do something there. But in short, it can do isiXhosa, it can do Afrikaans. They can do all that. I don't know what's happening. My internet is the one that is giving me problems. Let me see now. If it will write in isiXhosa. While we're waiting for that, what was the next question?
The next question I asked is, can they have your email address?
Okay, I'll put the email address in there.
Can I put it in the chat, sir?
I'm going to put it in the chat now. Once I stop sharing, I'll put it in the chat. Or you can still see my screen. Let me just remove this and put my email there.
If you want, I can drop your westerncape.gov.za email address in the chat for them.
Yes, you can drop that. And even my personal one, which is, you can drop that one, and then I'll drop this one. This is my personal one. Can they see it?
Yes, they should be able to see that, sir.
Yes, you can drop my Western Cape one also in there.
I'll drop it in now. There it is.
Yes, but they should try with isiXhosa. They would see. You know, one thing I have seen, just a quick story that I'll share them. My home language is isiNdebele. And this special perplexity used to struggle a lot with isiNdebele because it's so similar to isiZulu. When I ask something isiNdebele, it gives me isiZulu. And then we decided, we met as we formed our committee from all over the world, Ndebele people. We put in all the theses that we find, anything that we find written in proper isiNdebele, we would put it in perplexity and ask it to learn it. And I'm telling you now, it's giving us much better. It's not yet perfect, but it's getting much better. So the more you use isiXhosa, the more it will learn. Thank you.
Great. Just a few more questions. Have you got some time, sir?
Yes, I've got some time.
Okay. Can things made on Brisk be saved using the free version?
From Brisk teaching, yes. You know, everything you make from Brisk. Even before you download it, you can, because you can go into that, if you are using PowerPoint, Google Slides, you can go into File, and then you download as PowerPoint. It downloads into your computer. But remember, if you are using Brisk like that, it already saves those docs into your Google Drive. So the docs are automatically saved into your Google Drive. So yes, and Brisk is free forever. Brisk is free forever.
Thank you
The
so
only
much.
thing they will do, they will take away the ability to put pictures in your slides. But in the first 15 days, it will create slides with pictures. But otherwise, everything is free forever in Brisk. And Brisk you can use it to mark with a rubric. You can put a rubric. You can use it also to check for AI plagiarism and so on. So it's a very good tool.
Great. Thank you so much, sir. We've got one hand. Zukiswa, do you want to maybe just unmute yourself quickly and ask your question? Zukiswa, you still with us? Okay, I'm not sure if she's with us then. Thank you so much. I'm going to hand the time over to Trevor on the SAPA team to close us out on the session. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, good afternoon, all. Mr. Mabodoko Mkhumbuzi, surely you're the goat of AI at this stage. Thanks for always availing yourself for SAPA. To everybody who's attending, Mkhumbuzi is quite accessible. Sometimes you have to wait a little bit, but please do email him. Thanks for the engaging, eye-opening session again. It is clear that when used wisely, AI can become a powerful tool, not to replace people, but to support us in working and working smarter. In education, time is one of the sacred resources. AI offers us a chance to streamline admin, to simplify planning, and to even enhance teaching and learning. Mkhumbuzi, thanks very much. And then I'd be amiss if I don't thank Brian Banfield from Autobius. Whenever needed, SAPA can call on Autobius. Personally, we've used him. I've used him. Great service. Please have a look. Thanks for everything, Brian. And then to the SAPA team, thanks for arranging everything. And then to all the members, thank you for your time. I know your time is quite precious this time of the year. Good luck with the marking. I'm sure that maybe Mkhumbuzi can sit with something that can help us, where we can just put all our marking into AI and it comes out in a report form. I think we're a little far away from that, but please enjoy the afternoon. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you.